I wanted to talk about the article referring to group member roles for group effectiveness. I think that initially everybody starts out either hating or loving group work. I think, like, to most people, the thought of it immediately sends their brain one way or the other. I think the people that their first thought is, oh my gosh, no way, I hate group work. If it's done effectively, they could enjoy it and it could be done well. I think that everybody obviously has it in them to do effective group work for the most part, but even if that doesn't mean it was enjoyed, it could still definitely be done successfully. From the article, it says, group effectiveness depends upon many things. The size of a group, the personal characteristics of the members, like I said, the physical setting, the nature of the group's task, the style of leadership, the group motivation towards fulfilling the tasks are all important in an effective group. And then it says there are many more, of course. But I wanted to kind of touch on a couple of those things. I think that, like I was saying, the characteristics of the members is definitely a big part, because if someone has a bad attitude while you're trying to work with them, that makes it obviously not easy. I also think that the setting that you're in can make a big difference, whether it's in person or over Zoom could make a very big difference, because if you're in person, you can kind of like show each other things physically, like in person, tangible things to show, opposed to like screen sharing on Zoom and stuff. That can make it a little bit more difficult, but granted, that's something we're all kind of getting used to now. But I also wanted to touch on the style of leadership, because I think that's a really big part of it. I think that having, like, it's hard to assign someone as like the leader when you're all equal levels in the course and like in the assignment, but I think it kind of helps to have someone be like, okay, you're going to do this, you're going to do this, and you're going to do this. And I think that really can make it a little bit more successful, but it's kind of hard to get to that point because you don't want to be like, okay, I'm in charge, or okay, you're in charge. Like, you don't want to make it uneven with like how you guys feel around each other. I don't know how to explain that, but and then in an article I was reading online, one of the first things that popped out to me was, one of the very first lines, I believe, in the paragraph was, teamwork is the lifeblood of an organization and its effectiveness depends entirely on how it is managed. So that relates back to the leadership of the group. I think that definitely makes a big difference and a big deal. So I wanted to leave a question of, regardless of how it ends up turning out, what is your initial reaction when you hear something about having to do group work? Are you like, yay, group work, I love the group work, I'm so good at it? Or are you like, oh, I hate group work, I'm so bad at it? What are your thoughts?